Okay, it appears that I'm now live. My first official live stream. Hi. Hope everybody's doing well this evening. I'm at the Country Inn and Suites by Radisson in Hebron, Kentucky. Just figured I'd hang out for a minute or two. Not for long, because I am beat. Put in a full day of work. Had to hurry home, throw everything together. But, figured I would hang out for a couple minutes, see if anybody showed up. So the room is nice. It's a lot nicer room than I usually get. It's a bit fancy. And I don't know what to talk about. I figured I would hopefully have somebody show up and do a little chat. But if not, then I'll just sort of lay out my plan for the week. So doing Thanksgiving here in Kentucky. Gonna do a little sightseeing, maybe film a couple things to put up on YouTube. I don't know. We'll see. No real plans, but who knows? Maybe something interesting will happen. But I am super tired, and if nobody is hanging out, then I'm probably gonna call it a night, like really soon. But I'll leave the video up. I know that there are a couple things going on this week that I will probably try to get video of. There is a Christmas light thing. Plan on getting a couple of those. Certainly here will be one of them, and the next time I do the other one will be back at home. And I think what else was there? There was a antique sign museum, but I don't know that they're allowing people to take video in there. I don't think they are. I think you can take pictures but not video. So we'll see. Hopefully, maybe I can get some footage of that and post it. Other than that, I don't know. Maybe I was thinking about trying to find some abandoned stuff around here. Maybe do a little bit of urbex. Not sure. But hopefully something interesting will happen. It'd be nice to have a week off, even though, I can go into that whole thing. This whole, hmm, I have to be careful what I say, of course, because, YouTube doesn't like you to say certain things. Uh, you know, how do I approach this? The last couple years have been interesting, haven't they? Uh-oh. The audio stream, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I don't live stream. I don't know anything about any of this. So, something could be screwed up, like maybe the audio is no good. I don't know. Let's see what I can figure out, if anything. Nope, I have no idea. Oh well, not important. Either it's working or it's not. If it's not working, I'll just 86 it when it's done, and that'll be fine too. Okay, so back to what I was saying. I didn't figure I had anything to talk about, but maybe I do. Last couple years have been interesting. I got laid off in April of 2020, and I didn't return to work until last week. And things have been a little crazy. Certainly it wasn't like your normal everyday life. But then again, it wasn't normal for anybody. I get that. But I spent way, 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 way too much time at home. Way, way, way too much time being dormant. Wasted a lot of time. Had a lot of misgivings about going back to work. One of them being that I choose not to take society's remedy. Let's put it that way. I think that's a safe way to put it. Not interested. It's not for me. And the line of work that I was in required people to take the remedy. But as I said, no thanks. I don't like being cowed into anything. I like making my own choices, especially when it comes to my health and well being. So I ended up having to find a job where that wasn't required. That took some time. Put me a little bit out of my comfort zone. I'm back to being a grease monkey, turning wrenches, which is something that I decided a long time ago that I wasn't going to do anymore. But, the pay is good, and, none of those crazy requirements, no facial attire required. Everything's very lax, just the way I want it because, I'm over it. I'm sure a lot of you are too. I'm over it. I'm ready to move on. Um, what else? You'll have to bear with me. I am beat. Like I said, I will not be on for long. But YouTube, I can talk about that for a minute. YouTube's interesting. I certainly found myself watching channels over the last year that I never would have before. When I got into YouTube, my plan was to set up a guitar channel, just like, there's hundreds of those already. Nothing really unique about it, but that's what I wanted to do. The only thing I was really interested in was guitar channels and music channels. And, there's some good ones out there. But then when I found myself with like way too much time on my hands, I started watching all these crazy channels that like to review people and, I kind of got caught up in all that stuff. When I say, I guess the proper terminology would be reaction channel, right? Started watching a lot of reaction channels. And the thing about reaction channels is that, like, there's a lot of these people that like to hold themselves to a higher standard, even though they're no better than the people that they're reacting to. And then, you know, I just don't understand, like, the need to involve yourself in someone else's life to the extent that you feel like you can pass judgment on them. So pretty much got away from watching all that stuff. I don't have time anyway at this point. I pretty much invest all my time into work and working on my own channel, which takes up a lot of time. I know I've been posting a lot of those commercial collections, and that might seem like, oh yeah, well, you just post commercials. It's not quite that easy. There's actually a lot of time that goes into that crap, but it's something that I enjoy, and if a few other people enjoy it, why not? And that's why I do it. I'm not necessarily doing it to like get like huge views because they don't get huge views. I mean, I get more views now than I used to, but nothing major. Well, anyway, it doesn't look like there's many people up or there's not a lot of people participating in the chat. So, and I'm just rambling and babbling at this point. So, I think I'm just going to go ahead and call it a night, collect my thoughts. Maybe I'll have something better to say tomorrow. I mean, I'd love to give you a tour of this lovely room, but then I would have to pick up my laptop and walk around with it, and I don't feel like doing it. So, well, yeah, it's very nice. It's very nice. I would highly recommend it. So, y'all take care. I may leave this up. I probably won't, but anything that I've ever made videos about was to entertain people. I like to make people smile. I like to make people laugh. I know I'm not a really funny person, but say for example, like if I was to make a video about chili, it was made to make someone laugh. I was never like doing it to be an ass. I don't like canned chili. I'm not going to retract that statement, but you know, no malicious intent. That's what I'm saying. Like my channel is free from malicious intent. I have certain political views, but I feel like people should be able to hold political views and have discussions about political views and not hate people because their politics are different from the next person. So I don't make my channel about politics necessarily. And I think that that breeds contempt and that brings about, nothing but conflict because people can't sit down and discuss their differences without wanting to kill each other because that's the way things are right now. It used to be, you kick back, have a beer with your neighbor, and he might not see the world the way you see it, but that's okay. You guys could still talk about it. And we've gone so far beyond that point, and it's a shame. But, you know, how about if everybody was just being creative and having fun and there was no malicious intent behind it? And how about if everybody just quit judging each other because it's not our place to judge one another, you know, unless you're sitting on a podium carrying out legislative work. It's not your place. So don't do it. The world would be a lot better place. And here I am rambling again. But yeah, chilly jokes, just jokes. Just wanted to make people laugh. All right, then. I'm going to close by saying I hope everybody is having a wonderful evening or day or morning or afternoon or wherever, whatever the case may be, wherever you are. I'm signing off. I'll catch you on down the road.